So here's the set that I promised to open after making my collector box um, money back. I spent 69 bucks on Aftermath, and I ended up getting 75 bucks from the cards. And by the way, there was a minimum of like $5. So I opened up a very shiny, nice Nissa and a bunch of other cards. And I said, all right, well, if I make that, I'm gonna get a collector box of this, or I'm going to open up Modern Horizons. And so I decided to go with this because my kids are currently reading Redwall right now, and I thought this would be a set that would fit perfectly with that. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Redwall was the inspiration for this set. I also wouldn't be surprised if Furries, you know, given the slant of Wizards, if that wouldn't have been, or that was a influence. Hopefully not, but this is what we have, and so this is what we're going to open. And just like last time with the Ixalan Fat Pack bundle, however you want to say it, I'm going to be talking about, I guess, more conservative things, only because, frankly speaking, there's just not much going around talking about that. You know, there's a lot of like weird stuff being talked about. And I guess I could mean that in the liberal way. I guess they're trying to like weaponize weird this political cycle. But, you know, whatever. That's just hijacking a word for political purposes is not something new. One of my degrees is in political science. So, all right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're gonna open these suckers, and this box is like really shiny. Kind of reminds me of lottery tickets, which I guess is just not that far off when we're talking about what's going on in here. There's no serialized cards, so don't expect that. But there are some pretty nice, I think, Risen cards. I think that's what they're called. So let's get cracking and let's see what we get. So yeah, obviously, this is something I'm like actually very glad they went back to, in terms of like myth, and well, not so much myth, but like story. Like this is similar to like the Kithkin and other. I think it was Lorwyn. Man, I'm getting old. All right, so like because like this is something where, you know, it's fun, it's fantasy, it's not crazy sci-fi. It's not. The story seems to be really good. It's not one that's. Oh my gosh! This is exactly what I wanted. Oh man. Okay, so this is crazy. That is exactly what I wanted. Ink Eyes. The reason why I wanted Ink Eyes was because I mean, I was at the pre-release that Ink Eyes was given out, Betrayers of Kamigawa, and man, that just looks so pretty. I mean, I don't think, yeah, not a mythic, but man, that is, I wanted that card and I got it. Gilded Goose. I forgot, like all these are in the front. This is gonna be a little weird. Am I gonna even have time to talk about stuff? I hope so. Is that a mythic or is that just a Hired Claw? Is that a mythic? Nope, it's a rare. And then a nice looking island. Holy crap. So yeah, there's also some, I don't know if you looked at these, but there's some uncommons that are worth money. And so I'm going to just do a skim through there. Foil uncommons that are worth money. All right, I didn't see any. But man, are we off to a pretty good start. Like, I mean, I know that's not like worth a whole bunch. But let me see. Let me make sure. I ended up getting 5 rares. Holy crap, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. 5 rares in 1 pack. All right. Yeah, which by the way, this cost about $2.40 with after tax. So let's see what else we got. So let's flip that around. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Look at that! Holy crap! All right. This is the mythic. I actually was the mythic in the set I wanted to open, and holy crap, there it is. So I guess we're gonna do this again. Holy crap! This is like 2 for 2 for me. And a double mythic pack. Holy crap. Okay. Well, I know this one's not worth like a whole bunch of money. All right. Is that? Yeah. I'm just kind of screwing the next one over, right? Because I'm taking the one off the top and putting it in the sleeve. And all right, Forerunner. I don't. Oh wow. That's a book, isn't it? Echoing Assault, Commander. Salvation Swan, and then Plains, and we're just gonna put that Hunter's Talent. Let's see. Okay, I am not seeing any. All right, so whoops. All right, so that's pretty nice. All right, so we're like 2 for 2 on this. This is like great. Okay, so. I'm trying to think of like some conservative stuff to talk about, but I'm like super happy I got the cards I wanted in the first 2 packs. Hopefully I get like, I make my money back. So I said 240 because that's what it is. If you did notice, like historically, I used to try to get into the Pro Tour. Oh snap! What am I doing? Oh, another foil full art mythic. This is like weird. Like, are the pull rates just like crazy good? Like, because this is like, I don't know. Is this card worth? I don't know. This is weird. So let's see what the next one is. Maro Nar. Okay, so basically I'm making a rat deck. Man, I remember when that thing was worth a lot of money. I don't think it is worth a lot of money now. Let's see what the next one is. Valley. Okay, all right. So it's a. Okay, so I need to be able to actually talk about things and not just what I'm opening. There's the Commander card, and then Assure Beastbinder. Okay, so, ooh, nice. Man, I really like these full art cards. So then we got, well, Howl, Metal. All right, so I don't think there's anything else. Okay, but yeah, like I think, what is it? Gosh, what am I? I'm just like way off. Because like last time I talked about Lord of the Rings and how basically like race swapping happened there, but then they didn't do it for like Jurassic Park. So, what else is there to talk about? Well, I mean, like kind of a lot because there's been like a lot of shifts. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Is this okay, Hired Claw. I don't know. Is this good? Whenever you attack with one or more lizards, it deals a bunch of damage. Oh, here's a Squarrior. My wife wanted me to say that. Squarrior. That's what it is. I don't know if that's good. I got another mythic, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm just not used to, I mean, like, I've opened collector boxes in the past, and I'm like opening a mythic. I mean, that was 3 mythics out of 4 packs. Mockingbird. I know Mockingbird's really good. Holy crap. All right, I'll do that. That's pretty good. So let's just see what we're at right now. Mythic. So we're at 4 mythics in 4 packs. That's pretty good. All right, so you got the Sweet Land. Let's see, Stargaze, Strike Force, and then we've got all this fun stuff. All right. Hopefully, I'm keeping it in view for everyone. So all right, so here we go. So yeah, like just it was kind of sad growing up. So I learned this through Boy Scouts. Like I learned how to play through Boy Scouts, and it was, oh my gosh. All right, I'm just gonna do this because if I do it the other way, it's gonna. Oh, I actually have that card. Okay, so I'm gonna have. All right, nice. Flip. Okay, the Valley. Got it. Oh, the Commander card. I remember when that came out. Holy crap, I'm like dating myself. That's okay. Ooh, a Planeswalker. Tommy-O Field Researcher. Are you nuts? What is this? It's a rabbit. She's a rabbit. Oh, they turned her into a rabbit, and it like makes it more sad that they killed the only mom in what do you call it? Not Aftermath, the March of the Machine. They killed the only mom in March of the Machine, and and its acronym is mom. Like that's not good. That's pretty crap actually. Like that's like, I mean, think about that. The acronym is mom, and then they kill the only mom, and they make her a rabbit in this. Like, I'm disappointed, but man, that art's really good. Like, I am amazed at how good this art looks. All right, Swamp. Let's see. Gossip Sword. All right, I don't just comments. All right, cool. So nothing big yet. So I'm still like at a Mythica pack. So that's pretty cool. But like so growing up, you're in Boy Scouts, and this was only this wasn't like 5 years ago. This was like a little over 20 years ago, where the Boy Scouts were actually just for boys. So it was I mean, if you want to say safe space for men growing up, sure, that's fine. Oh wow, there it is. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. I don't even, is this worth money? Like, how much money is this worth? Nissa Who Shakes the World, Risen. That is Risen. Oh my gosh. She's a toad. Nissa's a toad, guys. Okay, so I mean I guess that's worth money. I'm gonna reveal the next up, and there's Ral. Like, okay, so holy crap. Like, I can't even talk about the conservative stuff because like I'm opening like, it really sucks about Ral because I actually thought Ral was I loved his first card, and then they had to ruin him by making him into unions that can't possibly exist. Oh, okay, all right. So Ral Crackling Wit, because like the whole flipping, I just love that he's an otter. It's just so funny. But the fact that you could flip for more turns as his ultimate was really nice. Portent of Calamity, Rolling Hamsphere. Oh, again, cool. Okay. Honored. All right. T-Shat. Consumed by Greed. Seasoned. All right. So then, okay. So this is getting nuts. Oh man. So this is a Risen. That's a Risen card. Holy crap. That looks great. Looks beautiful. Holy crap. All right. So here's the thing. I don't know what Wizards did, but like they for this set, even though everyone's been turned into animals, which I think is, from a fantasy perspective, fairly intriguing as a story, but it's great. Like, the artwork's great. The story seems to be pretty good. It doesn't reek of like the woke crap that the business has gone into, and that's kind of like the problem with this is growing up. Ooh, squirrel. It's going in my squirrel deck. All right, Salvation Swan. Growing up, going through Boy Scouts and stuff and playing this, it was really unfortunate that this happened. Like, I remember being really annoyed at, not just annoyed, but kind of disappointed. I was just all right, this is a card game for kids, and you're starting to bring up things that parents would not be okay with, and they weren't. The problem is that parents, for the most part, didn't seem to care. Not in the sense that they didn't seem to care. Lunra, Bellow of the Woods. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so apparently I'm getting all the Calamity Beasts. And for the most part, it just was not okay to push what they were pushing. And it wasn't because they were rigid or anything. It's because there were actual problems with promoting that to kids. And we're seeing those problems manifest on a macro scale now. And it's I mean, it is creating a problem. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sweet. Okay. Sweet. Not that it created a problem, but with the cards I'm opening, because these cards are pretty sweet. All right. So let's keep opening them. So growing up, you're just like, okay, cool. Like, there's great cards. There's some very odd writing. I've got a bunch of the books, and I'm just opening this pack really bad. I've got a bunch of the books, but the when you go to read the stories, they do have some weird twists and very awkward twists, probably because they didn't want to do the same story over and over and over and over again. And so instead, they're just recycling it from different angles now. But there used to be a book. All right, got it. Not exactly the best. Okay. But when it came to looking at, when it came to playing it, it was fun, right? Like, you do like Drownu's Pet, you do the kicker, you discard Draco. Like, that was kind of a big thing, because now all of a sudden you had a 6-mana 18/18 with flying on the battlefield. But then you also had Terminate. So like like that didn't quite work, right? But it was fun to do when you could do it. But like I'm just giving you the scale of the type of play it was during the invasion cycle. But the thing is there really wasn't any of that woke crap. That really didn't seem to come into play until Khans of Tarkir. Like, that's when they really started pushing it in the cards themselves, as opposed to just the stupid articles that would be online. And so like that. What is this? I don't know. This seemed like cards like this always seem great. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. When it deals damage to each. When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands. So that seems like a good card, because it's got a lot of red stuff going on in it, and it's full art, and it's shiny. Let's see. All right. Okay. I don't actually know if any of those were worth money. But like, when it came to what's going on in Magic, it really didn't happen until Khans of Tarkir, and it was, I think, Alesha. That was like the first one that wasn't in a commander, that wasn't being hidden. I mean, Alesha was kind of being hidden, but like, it was this idea, because like you couldn't, it was androgynous, like you couldn't tell like if Alicia was a girl or a boy, but it was a boy trying to be a girl. And so like, that's weird. Like, it's and absolutely unnecessary. So it was just, introducing this to kids. Like, at the time, I obviously wasn't a kid. I was a young adult in grad school, but it was one of those things where you're just kind of like, what are you doing? Like, who are you doing this for? Like, Magic's always been about getting like people on the margins, but like, this isn't people on the margins. This is like a political movement that they were trying to attach themselves to. And to a certain extent it works, right? Like, it's not like it's not working. They're making a whole bunch of money off people who use student loans to buy their cards. But like, that's just where we're at right now, right? Fabled oh, that's the new Fabled. Okay, Mockingbird again. Let's put Mockingbird. See, I got Baleful Strix. It just wasn't that exciting to look at. I don't know. It's just wasn't. I remember when it. Oh, another one. That's nice. I actually really do like all the otters of Ral is just really nice. And so, all right, here's a Plains. Stocking the Pantry. Black Mantant, Long Rivers Run. Drop. Okay. All right, I'm looking for that one that's basically like the Artifact Anthem. But all right, yeah. So like it was very sad to like see this game become focused and clearly politically bent. Like there was a few times you had people cite, like I remember there was this one article where the guy was talking about a christening and he was referencing it to Magic, and I think that was his last article he ever wrote. I'm pretty sure he got let go. I may be wrong, but it was like a noticeable difference when he, like, after that article, he just didn't write anymore. And he was pretty prolific on the website. And I enjoyed reading those articles, but like at the same time, like I said, they were going in a particular angle, and they were very much pushing it on the website before they pushed it in the cards. And it was really frustrating because you're just like, okay, well, I just want to play a card game. That's like, I want to play a card game with friends. I don't want this stuff shoved in my face. I want to, like, I don't actually teach my kids how to play this game. And the reason why I do that, even though this game is actually really, really, really good, the reason why I don't do that is because it would be detrimental to them if they started hanging out with the people who play this game at game stores. Because I don't want the pink hair, I don't want the blue hair, I don't want people like that who are confused about who they are to be intermingling with my kids because they just happen to play a card game, and then she gets confused, and that's how that's why it's spreading, right? Like that's that's why, like, when you look at the generation records, why you see just this weird doubling effect. But I digress. This is a slightly off the topic. All right, so what is this? Glarb Calamity's Augur. Death Touch, you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast spells with mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library. Oh, nice. Okay, so don't know if you're good, but I'm going to assume you are. The abilities look nice. Let's see. Sword of the Squeak. Okay, so I already have this card, and it's in the commander deck. But yeah, like the squirrel, I was able to get a squirrel commander deck at Target because I out of all the decks, that's the one I wanted. I have a bunch of old cards that go into it, like Nut Collector and whatever. Old cards. I'm probably older than you. But the but it was fun to, it's sad that I can't, getting back to the topic, it's sad that I cannot share this with my kids. Because, like I said, not only that, like, then you look at things like Bearscape. My gosh, like, any parent worth, like, their salt, seeing that be played against their kid from someone who probably looks like that, like, that, I mean, there's a GR word. I know you know what I'm thinking about, but that's what it is. Ends in ooming. Yeah, that absolutely is happening, and it's really unfortunate because kids do play this game, and yeah, so that's sad, but at the same time, like, you've got people like me who have been playing for a long time, who do come from a conservative angle, who do play with friends, right? Like, even though I don't teach my kids, I do play with my friends. And I don't play with my friends in front of my kids. And our friend pool does not use any of the crap. Like, if we play with something, it's not with any of the stuff that's implied or directly implied. No, I'm sorry, not directly implied. Implied directly or indirectly. I'm saying that weird. If it's directly or indirectly suggested, we stay away. Like, we don't play with those cards, because we don't want to be reminded of that in the card game. There's no reason for those to exist, in the first place in such a way. So this might, I know this guy's worth at least a little bit. Holy crap, this has been like a great pull. I'll go over what exactly. Oh, so I got another one of them. I'll go over exactly what I got. So here we go. All right, Clement the Worrywart. That's great. Ooh, I think that's the fall. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. Destroy target creature. It's a sorcery 2 mana. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, so I'll stop because like we're gonna go over these cards, but basically like I'll stop really quickly I guess in a second. It's the fact that this game turned itself into something not unrecognizable, but it certainly twisted it. And it we're talking about fantasy, and there's already twisting in the game. Like there's understandings of like when certain things, like some of this stuff, like it's crazy. And I think in the future I'll make a whole video. I'll make a video as I'm opening something, how like as you're going through this and you're recognizing, all right, hey, like Wizards is changing, and then they like make cards that reflect how they're changing for the worst, like in a card form. It's crazy. Like it's just crazy, and you're just kind of like, that's you guys. Like you guys personified and made a card that reflects what's happening to you, and you put the flavor text in there. It's like so weird. It's like this crazy self-awareness of what's happening, or it's this crazy like obliviousness of what they're doing. So I'll definitely go over that. Again, like there's so many like great hits in this, at least in my opinion. Like there were some cards that from the get-go, freaking ink eyes. It's what foil full art ink eyes. That is what I wanted. And I know it's just a rare, but like I was hoping to get this and I got it. But it's just the pack was great. Like the collector boosters were great. And I've seen some people open and they did not open what I opened. I think I opened almost all of the elemental, like the Calamity Beasts, but we're going to go through that. So we have here, there, let's see, Ral, Mockingbird, Sunspine Lynx, Lumra, the Belle of the Woods, Ral again, Tameo, Mockingbird again, Beza, Beza, the Boundless Spring, Maronaller, Eluge, the Shoreless Sea, Season of the Bold, Maha, Its Feathers Night, and Ink Eyes, which is just one. And then we've got frickin' the Risen Nissa, who shakes the world. Oh man, that's crazy. So let's see. I think I did open. So we got the black one, the blue one, the white one, the green one, and the green black. Am I missing? I guess I'm missing the red one. Okay. I guess I'm just, yeah, I'm missing the red one. But maybe I'm whatever. So, thanks for listening to me ramble as I was opening through all this. I do think I may have made my money back. Maybe not. Maybe I'm being overly hopeful. But man, there's like a lot of, like, look at this. 3 full art. We got Nissa. And then we got, so full art foil. We got Tameo. We got Ral. We got Ral again. Ink Eyes. Mockingbird. And these 3. So I'm thinking these are going to be where most of the money's going to be at. And then maybe here or here. I don't know. I'm going to have to look. I'll put it on the thing. I'll total it up at the end. I'm going to use TCG Player as a reference point. So if you want, again, this one was not as good as the Ixalan one. Again, because I kept getting distracted by really great pulls. So if you want to, more voices from a conservative context as we're talking through this, Maybe I'll get more people. Maybe I'll get my guys on here, and we'll start talking about conservative aspects in regards to the game and the environment, primarily because it's been taken over, and it's being pushed from the top down. Because I definitely remember that happening. But yeah, so if you think so, like it. If you don't want it, dislike it. Comments either way. I'm a statistician, so like I appreciate feedback greatly. So until then, have a great day.